What's going on, everybody? Martha Cross 316 back with another comic book flashback. Today we are looking at Avengers issue number 9. This issue came out in October of 1964, and today we are going to be looking at the first appearance of Wonder Man. And so, who the heck is Wonder Man? Is he a superhero? Is he a supervillain? We're going to find all this out as the Avengers meet Wonder Man. I almost said Superman. Wonder Man. Right here in this issue, we also see the return of Zemo, the Enchantress, as well as the Executioner in this issue. So let's go ahead now and dive on into today's story. Today's title is The Coming of the Wonder Man. And so, man, we have a great issue, a lot of action-packed story today. So we begin the issue off right here. Captain America throwing his shield, and we have the other Avengers, and they're like, Captain America, you're looking at a hallucination. You're hallucinating here. You need to stop focusing on Baron Zemo so much, because this guy is he's a big villain. He's pretty much like the arch villain of Captain America. So also we got to give credit where credit is due. This issue is brought to you by Stan Lee, who wrote this issue. We have Don Heck with the illustrations, Dick Ayers on the inking, and then Art Simek on the lettering page. So yes, like I was saying, Captain America has been seeing all these illusions here, or just, I don't know, he's been hallucinating pretty much about Zemo, and they're like, look, you're just looking at a blank wall, Captain America, calm down. And so Captain America's like, we have to get him, I have to get him so that I can avenge basically the death of Bucky. And so we recall how back in issue number 7, the Avengers were able to defeat Zemo, the Enchantress, and the Executioner by having Thor use his Uru hammer to send their spaceship into the space warp here. And we'll soon find out, as we see here, that they're stuck in between the 6th and 7th dimensions. So they're just floating through these dimensions here. You see that Zemo is telling them, we got to figure out how to return back to Earth. And we see that the Enchantress is going to be the one that casts the spell here so that they can finally come back to Earth here. As she chants her mystic chant here, she is able to guide this ship here back to Earth, and they land back into the Amazon jungle that was the homeland of Zemo here, where he's been hiding ever since World War II. We know that from issue number 7 that also Zemo worked as a Nazi, basically, under Adolf Hitler. So he is definitely a big threat, and we'll soon find out exactly how Wonder Man comes into all this, as Zemo is pretty much the leader of this group here, and they have a big plan up. He has a big plan up his sleeves here, as we'll soon find out, as they're going to return back to New York City in this silver jet here. And we see here that what they're going to do first, as we see in this newspaper, is that this Simon Williams admits guilt. He's an inventor, and he's been arrested for embezzlement. And so we see that the Enchantress and the Executioner are going to attend the court scene here, and the Enchantress is going to pay the bail bond for Simon Williams. And Simon Williams basically was, again, arrested for embezzlement. He was an inventor, and he pretty much stole some of Tony Stark's weapons, and now he's going into bankruptcy and everything. And so Enchantress and the Executioner promised to bring basically Simon Williams to South America, and she says that they're going to give him power. So we see that all the Avengers are back doing what they do. Iron Man is in his shop working on inventions. We have Thor becomes Don Blake, and then of course we also have Captain America dwelling over the death of Bucky again. Ant-Man and the Wasp are working in their private lab here. So all the Avengers are just clueless as to what's going to happen next here, as now Simon Williams is brought back to Zemo's place in South America. He's put under this machine here where he's going to gain this superpowers here that basically becomes Wonder Man. This is how he's going to become Wonder Man, as we soon see right here. He's going to be hit by these ionic rays here, and this is going to give him the super strength and ability to fight the Avengers, as we soon find out. So he instantly becomes super strong. His entire body is affected by these ionic rays here, and he becomes pretty invincible, as we soon find out. They're going to put him through some tests here. The Executioner doesn't like how the Enchantress is looking at Wonder Man, as we soon see here, and he's like, man, she never looks at me like that. So we see that they first try to shoot Wonder Man, and the bullets just fly right off his chest. So he has unbreakable skin. He's given a costume, and like I said, Executioner here is getting pretty jealous at Wonder Man here. We see that Wonder Man again has this super strength. He can lift or uproot trees here out of the ground. He can break rocks. He can even fly. But one thing that we need to figure out here, or find out here, is that there is a weakness to Wonder Man's power, and that is that he is dying within the hours, as Zemo soon reveals here. And this is just ain't good here, because basically if Wonder Man does not do what Zemo requires, then Wonder Man will die. But Zemo has basically the antidote for what's going to happen so that he can heal himself. So Wonder Man is forced to basically align himself with Zemo, Enchantress, and the Executioner so that he will not die. So he's forced with this, basically this choice here to join Zemo, and he has no choice here. So he's basically given the order here to trick the Avengers into helping the Avengers, as we soon see. He helps the Avengers, he defeats the Enchantress, he defeats the Executioner. We see Zemo gets away, and this was all a part of Zemo's plan that Wonder Man will join the Avengers, as he asked them basically, hey, I want to join you. So we soon see that the Avengers were able from stopping this bank robbery, this set-up bank robbery here. We see Zemo, the Executioner, and Enchantress are going to be watching from a screen here as basically Wonder Man is going to be questioned by the Avengers about how he became Wonder Man. Captain America sees right through the whole thing right here, basically saying, look, I sense treachery here. I think that Wonder Man is a spy here because his story doesn't add up. And so we see Zemo's plan is starting to fail here when all of a sudden Enchantress sends a spell causing basically Captain America to accept Wonder Man for who he is. And they're going to look for a cure to help Wonder Man. So all the Avengers start to basically look for the antidote to cure Wonder Man from his illness. Even Rick Jones and the Team Brigade also is going to get involved. And so the Avengers have no idea that Wonder Man is actually a spy and a traitor, as we'll soon find out that Wonder Man is going to alert the Avengers saying that he's been held hostage or taken hostage by Zemo as well as the Wasp. And so Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Giant Man, they're all going to come to rescue Wonder Man and the Wasp, not knowing that they're going to fall into this trap here planned by Zemo. And we see that the Wasp is shocked here as they all trusted in Wonder Man. And so all the Avengers, one by one, are going to show up here. And this is where the gist of the action is going to take place, as Iron Man is soon, he falls into this trap. His armor is going to be attracted to this magnet here, this giant magnet. Captain America shows up, Thor shows up, and Thor is then punched by Wonder Man and thrown into this giant hole and covered by this rock, and his hammer is left behind. And if 60 seconds goes by, Thor will change back to his civilian identity. And so that's not good. We soon see Giant Man is going to come up against Wonder Man. Wonder Man strikes him. He has the superpower, basically, to even tackle and topple Giant Man here. And there's all kinds of actions taking place here. We see that Captain America is stunned here by this gun by Zemo. Iron Man tries his best to come up against Wonder Man, but it's just nothing seems to stop Wonder Man. Iron Man notices that Thor should have gotten out of that rock by now and lifted that rock, so Thor must be in trouble. So Iron Man is going to try to help Thor here, but the Enchantress cast a spell, causing Iron Man to fall asleep. So now the Avengers are defeated here, and Zemo reveals that he's going to plan to kill them. Wonder Man questions Zemo, saying, "Hey, you can't do this. Why are you going to kill the Avengers?" And he said, "Do not um, ask me any kind of questions. Remember, I have the antidote, and if you don't do what I say, I'm not going to give you the antidote." So we see Wonder Man is stuck with this question here, this sense of morality. Will he help the Avengers since they tried to help him, or will he aid Zemo? So we see that Wonder Man is going to make his choice, and he's going to turn on Zemo and the Executioner and Enchantress. And so we see the Executioner tries his best to take down Wonder Man, and he does. He takes down Wonder Man, and we see that the Avengers are all coming back to themselves. Thor changes back to his position here, as he was Don Blake, now he's Thor. The Enchantress and Zemo are then going to make their escape, as well as the Executioner, and they think that once basically they're falling behind, Zemo's going to pull this lever, causing them to fall into the trap. Captain America and Thor do not know about this, but we see that Giant Man is going to get in the way and save Thor and Captain America from falling into this big trap here. They look at Wonder Man and are like, "What's going to happen with Wonder Man?" Wonder Man said, "It was an honor fighting with you guys. I needed to do one noble thing before I die." And then he dies, and now the Avengers are stuck with the dilemma. Are they going to help revive Wonder Man, or are they just going to leave him as is? We'll have to find all this out in the next issue, in issue number 10, as new surprises are going to be seen here in this series. Hope you like it, this series so far, and we'll be looking at issue number 10 up next. And until next time, keep reading comics.